frozen solid inside a cryotherapy chamber, ripped out of an airplane mid-flight, crushed in a frantic escape from an overloaded elevator. These are not scenes from a horror movie. They are the horrifying, real-life ways people have met their end.
I just got to work. She must have put herself in a chamber by herself.
Okay, honey.
Nitrogen.
Is she breathing?
Is she breathing? No, she's dead.
Each story is more shocking than the last, leaving us to question just how far human tragedy can go.
I still can't believe this happened. Is it real?
Brace yourself as we uncover the worst ways people have died. Part 6. This is kind of a perfect example of karma, but it could have been so much worse for the other people on the plane. Fortunately, that didn't happen, but let's tell you what did. On February 2nd, 2016, Dalo Airlines Flight 159 took off from Mogadishu, Somalia, heading for Djibouti. Just 20 minutes into the flight, at 11,000 feet, a bomb concealed in a laptop detonated, ripping a hole in the fuselage. The sudden explosion caused chaos in the cabin, and one passenger, 55-year-old Abdullahi Abdisalam Borle, was sucked out of the plane. His body was found in the town of Balad, 30 kilometers from Mogadishu. Authorities later identified Borle as the likely bomber. The tragedy could have been catastrophic, but the pilots managed an emergency landing, saving the lives of everyone else on board. This incident highlighted glaring vulnerabilities in airport security in Somalia and served as a chilling reminder of the risks we face in modern aviation.
Woman found frozen to death after hours inside a controversial cryotherapy chamber.
There are countless ways to meet an untimely end, but few are as horrifying as what happened to 24-year-old Chelsea Ake. On October 20th, 2015, Chelsea, a manager at a cryotherapy clinic in Henderson, Nevada, tragically lost her life in a freak accident. After closing the clinic for the night, she stepped into a cryotherapy chamber, normally used for 3-minute sessions to reduce muscle pain and inflammation, but something went terribly wrong. The chamber remained on, plunging to a frigid minus 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Chelsea became trapped inside and spent an estimated 10 hours in those unimaginable conditions. When a colleague arrived the next day, they found her body frozen in solid ice.
I just got to work. She must have put herself in a chamber by herself.
Okay, honey.
Nitrogen.
Is she breathing?
Is she breathing? No, she's dead.
Firefighters had to break through the ice to retrieve her from the machine. What led to this tragedy remains a mystery. Did the chamber malfunction? Was it human error? Investigators couldn't say for certain. What is clear is that a routine health treatment turned into an unimaginable nightmare, cutting short the life of a bright young Hawaiian woman. Elevators are meant to make life easier, but for 37-year-old Iran Madan, one ride turned into a fatal nightmare. On October 2nd, 2015, Iran was at a luxury apartment building in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, when he and his friends entered an elevator early in the morning. The elevator, which reportedly had a history of mechanical issues, malfunctioned almost immediately. It jolted downward twice while the doors remained open. In a moment of panic, Aaron attempted to climb out, but the elevator suddenly moved again, trapping his head between its roof and the lobby floor. Despite desperate attempts by friends to save him, including mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, Aaron succumbed to severe head trauma and was pronounced dead at the scene. Reports revealed that the elevator was overloaded, carrying 14 people when its capacity was only 10. This shocking incident not only cost Aaron his life, but also exposed glaring issues in the building's maintenance and safety practices. What if something as routine as walking down a staircase turned into a fatal gamble? On July 3, 2015, at the Legends at Willow Creek Apartments in Folsom, California, a 27-year-old man faced a tragedy no one saw coming. Around 2:30 p.m., he and a friend were descending an outdoor staircase when it suddenly gave way beneath them. His friend managed to escape injury, but the 27-year-old wasn't so fortunate. The collapsing structure struck him during the fall, and despite the efforts of emergency responders, he was pronounced dead at the scene. This wasn't the first sign of trouble. Residents had previously raised concerns about the aging staircases, prompting ongoing repairs. Unfortunately, those fixes came too late. Initial investigations revealed that dry rot in the wooden supports likely caused the catastrophic failure. A routine walk turned into a devastating tragedy, a stark reminder of the deadly consequences of deferred maintenance. The car accident is terrifying enough, but for Joel Knight, it wasn't the collision that took his life. It was something meant to save him. On December 22, 2015, 52-year-old Joel Knight was driving his 2006 Ford Ranger in Kershaw, South Carolina, when he struck a cow in the road. His truck then veered into a fence. During the crash, the vehicle's airbag deployed, but instead of protecting him, it turned deadly. Joel died when he was struck in the neck by metal shrapnel after his 2006 Ranger hit a cow in the road and struck a fence. Joel's death wasn't an isolated case. The Takata airbag scandal is one of the largest automotive recalls in history, affecting millions of vehicles worldwide. The inflators used in these airbags can degrade over time, making them prone to catastrophic explosions during deployment. Joel Knight's tragic story underscores a harsh reality. The very systems designed to protect us can sometimes fail in devastating ways. His loss became part of a larger fight for accountability and safer automotive standards. On July 9, 1993, Gary Hoy, a 39-year-old Canadian lawyer, tragically died in a bizarre accident at the Toronto Dominion Centre in Toronto. While leading a tour for prospective articling students, Gary decided to demonstrate the strength of the building's windows, a stunt he had successfully performed many times before. With confidence, he threw himself against the glass, but this time, the frame gave way. Gary fell 24 stories to his death, shocking his colleagues and leaving the students horrified. His death was officially classified as accidental auto-defenestration, a chillingly clinical term for a fatal fall caused by one's own actions. Gary Hoy's story remains a cautionary tale, a reminder that even routine demonstrations can have devastating consequences. These stories are grim reminders of how unpredictable and unforgiving life can be. From freak accidents to sheer moments of terror, they show us the fragility of our existence. Which of these tales shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling stories. Stay curious, stay cautious, and we'll see you for the next part of Worst Ways People Have Died.